Are you completely unmotivated and just can't seem to get your drive back? You are not alone, and I have some ideas. Go to the full video and learn more. Welcome to Blissful Consults with yours truly, Dr. Cammy, a PhD licensed psychotherapist with special training in trauma-informed healthcare. Aubrey from Massachusetts wrote in with a question that I see every single day since COVID-19 hit. Not surprisingly, it's about motivation and drive. Before COVID-19, I was such a motivated and driven person. I never had issues reaching goals, belonged to groups, and attended seminars. Since shelter in place started, my motivation just went down and down and down and down and down. I can barely get my house chores done. How can I get motivated again? Momentum is a huge part of motivation, and COVID-19 took the wind out of our sails for months and months. Stay tuned to hear my ideas on how to get your motivation back. Hello, Aubrey. Your question is one that is echoing throughout the choir. You are absolutely not alone in losing your motivation during these past 2 years of COVID. Motivating yourself is hard, especially during a pandemic when we are more socially isolated than ever. But effective motivation is one of the main things that distinguishes high-achieving people from everyone else. So the question arises, how can you keep pushing onward, even when you do not feel like it, and the conditions around you encourage paralysis? To a certain extent, motivation is personal. What gets you going might not do anything for me. Additionally, some people do seem to have more persistence than others. However, after research into human motivation, I've identified several strategies that seem to work for most people. If you have ever failed to reach an attainable goal because of hesitation or a lack of commitment, and who of us has not, keep on listening. Goals should be triggered by intrinsic rather than extrinsic motivation, meaning you need to have the motivation within to complete your goals rather than seeking motivation from outside to get things done. An activity is intrinsically motivated when it has seen on its own as its own end. It is extrinsically motivated when it is seen as serving a separate ulterior purpose. For example, earning you a reward or allowing you to avoid a punishment. Intrinsic motivators, like a sense of pride and accomplishment, predict achievement and success better than extrinsic ones, like praise from your boss or a monetary bonus. The trick is to focus on the elements of the work that you do find enjoyable. Let's take New Year's resolutions, for example. People who made resolutions at the start of January that are identity-based and intrinsically motivated are more likely to still be following through on them in March than people who chose superficial habit changes and extrinsic motivators. Does this sound familiar? It does to most people. Almost 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by the first week in February. Most people can relate. Motivation is easy to come by when the goal is fresh and new and exciting. Even still, once you realize it has to become a part of your lifestyle and you have to form a habit, it is not as easy to keep that going unless it is completely habituated and patterned into your day. Let's talk about some tips that can help you stay motivated. Number one, regularly review your goals and progress. Seeing progress is a great motivator unto itself, and it improves your self-esteem. Number two, continue to set new goals. Think about what you want to achieve next week, next month, and next year. Tackle one goal at a time so you do not feel overwhelmed. Number three, keep the momentum up. It takes up to 3 months to develop a new habit. So keeping the momentum and routine helps it feel more automatic over time. And number four, finding mentors who are already experts at living the life you want to live. Finding social support groups with the same life vision can help you find a mentor. And number 5, surround yourself with positive people. Positive friends and family enhance your positive self-talk, which also helps to manage the symptoms of depression and anxiety. Here's a bonus. Use exercise as one of your daily goals to improve your mental health. Because mental health plays such a primary role in keeping you motivated. If you are struggling to get motivated, no matter what you try, you could be living with depression. Contact a counselor or go to your doctor for an assessment. If you are struggling with depression, it's really important that you get some help and support. There are no amount of tips and tricks that will help. You deserve professional help, and it's out there for you.